Yo, what is going on, everybody? It's Epic here, and in today's video, we're going over the top 5 class setups in Vanguard. Let's go over them right now. For the first weapon, I have the SDG. Now, the SDG is very good at close range and long range. That's why I chose it to be one of the top 5 weapons. Now, let's go over the attachments. I'm gonna build it for you guys live right now. So, for the barrel, it's kind of optional. You could use a suppressor if you're trying to be sneaky around the map without popping up on the radar. You can use the recoil booster for fire rate, or you could use the F8 stabilizer for damage range. But for today, I'm going to use the mercury silencer just for the recoil control and sound suppression. For the barrel, you guys are definitely going to want to use the second one, just because it has highly accurate and controllable reduced scope sway and gun bob and damage range. We're definitely going to need that just for the damage range. For the sight, I personally like the slate reflector, but you guys can choose whatever you guys like. I'm pretty sure, yeah, there are iron sights as well if you guys want that instead. For the stock, let's see, stock, I like the weighted stock just because it has a lot of pros. It has aiming stability, recoil control, accuracy, and flinch resistance. For the underbarrel, I like to choose the hand stop just because that was one of the best underbarrels in the game. For the magazine, it's really up to your personal preference. You could use this one that has recoil control, movement speed, ADS speed, and fire rate, but you're losing on a lot of damage, bullet penetration, bullet velocity. Usually with this, I'd stick to 2 mags only. The 30 round short mags, because that has damage to it. Actually no, this one's really good as well. I'm not sure, one of the speed mags, I'm pretty sure it's this one I used on a class before, but mainly I'll use the 45 round drums. That is one of the best ones. If you guys are playing on a short range map, definitely recommend hollow point for this gun because it literally melts them in like 3 bullets. But on my main class setup, I use the lengthened ammo type. For the rear grip, I like to choose the stippled grip tape for the recoil recovery and initial accuracy and recoil. For the proficiency, it's up to you guys, but personally I like vital. That's one of the best proficiencies in the game. And then fully loaded, here's the class setup right here. You guys can take a screenshot of that. And then on the second one, the second best class setup I'd like to say is the auto. Let me actually get my best class setup here for you guys, and I'll just go over it. For the muzzle, we have the F8 stabilizer for the accuracy and damage range. You guys are definitely going to need that for the extra damage towards long ranges. For the barrel, you guys can choose, I'd like to say this one and the last two. But if you don't have that unlocked, definitely use this one. The first one is pretty good as well, but not as good as the sniper barrel. It adds bullet velocity and range and accuracy. For the optic, you guys are mainly going to want to choose either the slate reflector or the 2x scope if you prefer that better, but up to you guys. You can choose whatever optic you guys like. For the stock, I'm choosing the skeletal stock for the movement speed, aim walking steadiness, and initial accuracy and recoil. For the underbarrel, you guys are definitely going to want to use the hand stop because that is the best underbarrel in the game. It adds 1 recoil control and 1 accuracy. You don't lose on ADS speed at all with this, so you're just going to lose on hip fire accuracy, and you never really hit fire in this game. Magazines, what the heck, I guess they changed this. I thought it was 75 round drums before, but I could be wrong. For this one, you definitely want to use the 45 or the 90 round mags. Ammo type, lengthened or hollow points, just depending on what map you're playing. Rear grip, we're using stippled grip tape for the recoil recovery, initial accuracy, and recoil. And then I don't know why I have these two on. You guys are definitely want to use frenzy and fully loaded. Here's the class setup here. You guys can pause the screen right now. All right, now on to the third best one. We have the MP40. Now I'm going to show you guys my main build because that is one of the best ones. I recently made an MP40 video if you guys want to go check that out. But for the muzzle, we have the recoil booster for the fire rate. Barrel, we have the first barrel because that is the best barrel. You guys could use this one depending on how you play, but I use the first barrel. The optic, you guys can choose whatever you guys prefer, but I'd have to recommend using this one, the IS01M alternate iron sight. I gotta say, it makes it really wide, and it's 100% better than this iron sight. For the stock, we're using the folding stock for the sprint to fire speed and movement speed. For the underbarrel, you guys already know we're using the hand stop for the recoil control and accuracy. Magazine, we're using the 64 round drums. I don't really see the point in using the other ones. You're losing on a lot of cons. Besides, the only sight I'd let you guys use or recommend you guys use is the first one to the third one. Ammo type, you already know, lengthened or hollow points. Rear grip, stipple grip tape. Proficiency, we're using momentum, so we can get some speed after you kill someone. And then kit, we're using fully loaded. Alright, for the third, actually, yeah, the third one, I'd like to say the Blixen. Now, I gotta make my class setup. So, I'm pretty sure, wait, actually, this one has most of the attachments on it, but I'll change it if I need to. For the muzzle, we are using the recoil booster. For the barrel, we are using the last barrel because that is the best barrel, the F3 barrel for the recoil control and accuracy, reduced scope sway and gun bob, and flinch resistance. For the optic, you guys can choose whatever you guys prefer, but for this video, I use light reflector. For the stock, I recommend using the CR10 stock because you're going to be needing some movement speed. It comes with recoil control, accuracy, flinch resistance, recoil recovery, and movement speed. For the underbarrel, hand stop. The magazine, this could differ. You could use the two best ones I'd like to say are the 54 and the 72. If you don't want a really fast firing Blixen, use the 72, but if you want a really fast fire rate Blixen that kind of melts really fast, definitely use the 54 round mag. For this, I don't think I've ever tried lengthened on it. I've mainly tried hollow points, and they are really, really good at close range. For the grip, we're using stipple grip tape for the recoil recovery and initial accuracy and recoil. For the proficiency, we're using fleet. For the kit, we are using fully loaded. So here's the class up right here. You guys can pause the screen here. For the last one, we're using the Whitney, and I'll show you guys my best class setup for it. So for the muzzle, you're gonna want to use the G28 compensator for the recoil control. For the barrel, we are using the first barrel for the recoil control and accuracy, reduced scope sway and gun bob, and flinch resistance. For the optic, I gotta say, definitely need to try this optic, the MK3 reflector, but it's all up to you guys. It's all personal preference, but this one is kind of like an ELO sight from Black Ops 3/4. For the stock, we're using the CGC R4, recoil control and accuracy, flinch resistance, recoil recovery, and movement speed. You're definitely going to need that movement speed on this because it's kind of tanky. For the underbarrel, we are using the Carver foregrip because I want to make sure this gun has zero recoil whatsoever. For the magazines, I don't think I've ever tried anything else besides the 120. Or I'm pretty sure I used the 150 and the 120. Definitely 120, you don't have as many damage cons or recoil cons or fire rate cons to it. The ammo type, you're definitely going to want to use FMJ or hollow point. Actually, just FMJ mainly, because you can shoot through at least 4 or 5 walls with this gun. This gun is absolutely broken. I don't know if they changed it during the update, but it's still broken. For the rear grip, I chose the fabric grip just so you guys can have that ADS speed, sprint to fire speed, and hip fire recovery. hip fire, recoil recovery. Definitely gonna need that ADS-B because the thing is a little bit slow, but it has enough time to pick up and shoot if someone comes running up at you. For the proficiency, we're using sleight of hand because you can use two. You could either use sleight of hand or frenzy, because frenzy you could kill someone, get your health back, get back into the action. Sleight of hand is just personal preference. If you guys like reloading faster with the LMGs so you guys can get back into action, definitely recommend using that one. And then for the kit, we're using fully loaded. Here's the screen. Here's the whole class up here. You guys can take a screenshot. And I guess that's the end of the video. I'll see you guys in the next video. If you guys want a top 10 best class setups, best secondaries, leave them down below in the comments what videos you want me to do next. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.